it's so funny because my boy Sean Cannell, right?
Right.
Shout out to Think Media. He was saying that even though that they have a whole bunch of subscribers on YouTube, they got like over 2 million some change subscribers, right? But he's been at this ever since 2000, I believe he said 17, 2007 maybe.
So
you know what I'm saying? He has some real time to make mistakes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
to
to
mess
learn
up,
from 'em.
to learn, to say the wrong thing, to recorrect the things, you know? Says, but if you're a content creator who just started out, you might not want to follow the Sean Cannell now. You might want to follow the one that started 2007. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you'll get nuggets. You get
what just came to me when you said that.
I'm loving
literally,
this.
I understand exactly what you just said, and it's because you get too comfortable at a certain point in time when you on the grind. You know what I mean? You forget how you started. You forget that passion, that grind. You understand? You start to get comfortable. You know, you start to push things to the side. You know, I could do it later. And it's like, what happened to the passion? What happened to the push that got you to that comfortability? You know what I mean? If we just learn how to keep that, we'll be fine.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? A lot of doors are just open up. You know what I mean?
Because, you know, you're dealing with, here's a word that we know, dealing with vibrations.
Oh, yeah, energy.
You feel what I'm saying? That type of
Big
energy.
key.
And then you're keeping that. You're keeping that enthusiasm.
Right.
You know, to say, listen, this is my wife can tell you, you know what I'm saying? I love media. I love
the way you said
cameras.
that.
I love. She'll tell you, and I had an earful. You know what I'm saying? While trying to learn cameras, while trying to learn editing. You know, I'm in there 24/7. If I ever cheated on her, I cheated on her with my editing software. She don't like my camera. It's another female to her. You feel what I'm saying? Always looking at me. So, but at the end of the day, I had to. My thing is that I had to try to include her. To share with her and let her know, listen, this is what I'm doing. Sometimes it only takes for you to just explain what you're doing, you know, and not keep people out of the loop. Rather it's your lady, rather it's your brother, your sister. Yo, we used to hang out. Get them engaged. Even if they're not interested, you know, give them a little spark. Like, yo, this is what I'm doing. You can do this, you can do that. You feel what I'm saying? So, but again, you know, just looking at the resolve, you know, to know, listen, if you really want to get someplace in life, rather with your music, rather your book, rather your poetry, opening up a barbershop, you know, whatever it is, singing, dancing, YouTube content creator, film, short film, you know, you want to know exactly where you are to know what to follow to get to where you are. I don't know anybody who will say, you know what, I'm going to have my 34th birthday party and I'm going to do it like the Grammys, right? And I'm going to do it up. Then if you do it up that way, then where do you have to go to the next birthday? You feel what I'm saying?
You know, what came to me when you said that is important because I
love it,
it goes back to what you said. It's energy.
It's energy.
So it depends on the person's perspective, how they feeling. You know, that's really a big thing because, you know, if you're not really up to it, you ain't going to want to plan. You ain't going to really want to do nothing, regardless of whatever it is. So it's all about how you feel in the moment. You know what I mean? It can be things that's tugging on your energy to make you feel down.
Absolutely. And then when you reach too high, you're saying you're biting off more than you can chew, and then you discover burnout.
That's more, you got to balance it.
You got to balance it. So start off where you are. Don't get here so far. You know, then because when you get here too fast, the question you have to ask yourself is why. Because it's your why that's going to keep you sustained. You know, not what, but your why. You know, because when you get to your what, right? It's like, I got what I wanted. Now what? My boy Amari, which when I went to show you, shout out to my boy Amari. That's I want to say it right, ATYNFR. Yeah, he's from Miami, Florida.
Oh, that's what's
good
up,
dude.
man.
He was so nice enough and kind enough that even over 125, thousand subscribers, that he would still want to come on my small, program and platform and show love because I was into him.
That's amazing.
And let me give y'all a little tidbit for those of you who are going to be hosts. You know, make sure that when you have a guest, that you're only about your guest, not about you. Because people see you all the time. It's all about your guests. And I think that was the thing that also intrigued them because I was sincere about it. It wasn't like, oh, I wanted, you to come on because I want to get some stats. I don't care. Bro, I don't care nothing about the stats. I'm having fun.
You was genuine.
You feel me? We're having fun. If you can't celebrate 93 views, you know what I'm saying, and 93 subscribers, then how are you going to celebrate 93,000? Don't make no sense for you like that.
No,
you feel what I'm saying? Learn how to be content with where you are while reaching. Have fun.
Celebrate the little wins.
Celebrate the little wins. Because people even like my boy Drew Joyner, my bro, that's what I'm going to say. My bro Drew Joyner. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, Donald, listen, you got about 100 subscribers. But let me tell you, I remember when I had passed that 100 subscriber mark.
Right.
It was a joy to me.
Right.
Think about that's 100 people.
Right. That's an accomplishment.
I don't have 100 friends, bro.
Right. That's an accomplishment.
That's an accomplishment. Even if you got 25, it's an accomplishment. You got somebody,
that's paying attention.
There you go.
Notice.
There we go. Right. So my point is that I learned how to appreciate being here, and mastering everything. Because you don't ever want to get here. Right. And then you mess up big time because you miss the steps.
Right.
And
not to cut you off a lot. My cousin said this earlier. Shout out to my cousin.
Shout out.
You know what I mean? His name is Daniel. Nickname Yayo.
Yayo, Yayo.
Yayo, Laylo. You know that. But he said something to me earlier. I kind of lost him trying to get it back.
That's so good. But again, you miss some steps, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't ever want to miss steps. And it's going to come back to you.
Thank you. Like what you just said. Thank you. Because he was basically saying that, it's like what I said. You got to appreciate the little things. But if you don't know how to appreciate the little things, you will never appreciate the big things.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And that's what you basically talking about right now. When we don't learn how to celebrate those little wins, when we finally do get there, we won't know how to appreciate it, and that's how fast we fall. You feel me? We'll fall so fast, and we'll be sitting there questioning, like, what happened? Because that one little thing, it could have been anything. It could have been a friend. You know what I mean? You could have gave a lending hand, and you didn't. You turned your back, and now everything just come crashing down.
Exactly, man.
You know what I mean? So,
it reminded me of an old picture with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, and it was the name of it was called Trading Places.
Oh, that's the good movie.
Remember what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy was like the bum, the homeless guy, and Dan Aykroyd was the rich
guy.
You know what I'm saying?
And they swapped.
And so you had the Duke brothers who made a bet for $1 that if you feel what I'm saying? That if you know what I'm saying, you took Dan Aykroyd, the rich guy, and made him to be homeless, that he'll still survive because they thought he was that darn good in their firm. But if you took the guy who was homeless and put him where Dan Aykroyd is, might not do too good because number one, he's black, he's an African, he's a Negro.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? But what happened was, and I thought was so peculiar about that particular story, was that the person who had less knew how to deal with more because he knew what it is not to have.
Right.
But the person who had more didn't know how to deal with less because he never had less.
Right, because he always had
so he reverted to actually being homeless. You know what I'm saying? And murdering the Dukes because at the end of the day, he didn't know how to deal with only $5 when the one that dealt with $5 knew how to deal with 500 million.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
He's going to budget, organize.
He's going to budget. So again, it's good to start off with the small, you know what I'm saying, and experience not much. So when you get here, you know how to keep it. Rather than start off here. People who go viral on videos and stuff like that, or in their album or whatever they get, they only stay there for a few minutes. Because viral simply means, okay, that's for the moment. But what you going to do to stay? Could you do one better?
What you saying, see what you say, like you say, it goes back on the person because maybe that person wants that.
Absolutely.
Maybe wants to fast, fame or whatever.
Rather than come and go and then you just leave. At least I got a chance to have that fame for five minutes.
Right.
You
Some people are really wired like that. You know what I mean?
And
other people are like, nah, I'd rather take the slow pace, appreciate that, so I can get when I do get it, I'll be all right.
Absolutely, bro.
So it depends on the person.
Absolutely, it's subjective. You feel what I'm saying? It's subjective. And for anybody who want to start their business, they don't want to go viral. I promise they don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to stay up there. But again, like our message right now in this moment is, don't forget the little steps. I oftentimes tell people that sometimes when I run up the steps and at the yard, you know what I mean? When I say the yard, over there huts.
Oh, yeah.
You see that long, you know what I'm saying? There's some people who will go and they run up and they skip steps. And by the time they get to the top, they're tired. I walked and met them.
Yeah, me too.
And I exceeded it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the rabbit and the turtle.
Turtle, yes. It's funny that you bring that because I always question that. And I'm like, look, if people don't understand, you just take your time. You're not going to get there. You're not going to accomplish it no better.
Right.
Slower,
better. It's still forward.
Yes, because you get to see what's coming. You get to see where you messed up, why you're still in motion.
Right. And each step will teach you something on the way up.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Each step will teach you something. You feel me?
I had a mad enough fast. I could do it, I could do it, I could do it, yeah.